and selling fake insurance policies to homeowners. So that can be life insurance. It could be something Medicare or so. So now you're not meant to door knock houses if you're helping people with Medicare Advantage plans anyway. Well, you're not allowed to door knock houses. But apparently the scammers knock on the door and say they're employed by the Department of Insurance. And they may present a business card with the Department of Insurance logo on it. So just be very, very careful. Also, if they start asking for your social security number, be careful about that.
Just don't do it.
It's a scam. And some people have paid for the fake insurance, so be careful about this. So really buy from somebody that you know, or that's been recommended to you that somebody's been using for a long while.
Yeah, we better take a break here.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, you're live on Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local Carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967, now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the Carrier experts. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hempstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way. Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control with traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service.
Vacation season is here. That means fishing and fun. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbin Avenue, Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle it. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Battlefield Automotive are experts in both domestic and foreign car and truck repair and guarantee all their work using only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple hose, tune-up, or just getting your ride ready for a getaway, call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Corliss Road, in the friendly city by the sea in Swansboro. Again, for Battlefield Automotive, call 910-325-0828. When it comes to paint and paint supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people have depended on Jacksonville's premier paint store, CNS Paint, for all their painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge and helping with a particular paint project. CNS Paint, with locations in Jacksonville at 6 Doris Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive, Morehead City. CNS Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality PPG paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. PPG's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality PPG paint. For more information, phone 910-455-0210 or visit CNS Paint, 6 Stars Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, or 105 Wayne Drive in Morris City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. CNS Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Zelensky in Paris apologizing for a delay in military aid that was held up and then approved by Congress.
Today, I'm also signing an additional package for $225 million to help you reconstruct the electric grid.
President Zelensky says it's important for the Ukrainian people to know they're not alone in the fight against Russia. It'll be day 5 of the president's son Hunter Biden's federal trial in Delaware, where he's accused of lying about drug use on a form to buy a gun.
2 more witnesses are expected to be called, a drug expert and an FBI chemist. And then the prosecution is expected to rest its case. And of course, the star witness was Hallie Biden, Hunter Biden's sister-in-law and sometime lover. She spent over 5 hours testifying.
Fox's Lucas Thomas and the defense team has not said whether Hunter Biden will testify. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, we're back live on Local Real Talk, and that preceding Fox News brought to you by Peter Wright. Just kidding.
Fox News.
Fox
That's
News.
right. That's right.
FoxPlans.com. And that's how you can also reach Peter anytime you need to get to him. Take a look and see what he does. And of course, his telephone number is listed there. I know it's out of the season, so to speak, where people can make changes or decide what they want to do with their Medicare plans. But I'm still getting calls. I got them yesterday.
Yes.
Not as many because I got rid of my landline. However, believe it or not, a couple of days ago, first of the week, this line, I got calls on this, a call on this line, a radio station line, wanting to talk to me about my Medicare plan. I said, number one, how do you know I have a Medicare plan? How old am I? Well, yeah, that kind of thing.
And they're rude and they hang up on you.
Did you tell them that this was a radio station line?
No, not this time.
I would have told them they were on the air.
Well, I have done that several times.
I know, I've heard you do it.
I was in
And
here
what
one morning.
happens? Do they cut it off?
Yes,
No, I
they
cut
hang-
them off.
Yeah.
I call them a friend. Leave me alone. Put this number. You do not call this. And if I find you calling again from this same number that you're calling me from now, I will track you down.
They like that.
Yeah, they love that kind of stuff.
stuff.
Some of the individuals who are in other countries that are like they're a little timid anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this because somebody's paying them money to do it.
Yeah.
Probably a nickel a call or something, whatever. But they're very timid.
Yeah.
So they're kind of easy to intimidate. Anyway, all right. New rules about marketing. There are certain procedures that you and other folks like you have to follow the rules when you're dealing with the federal government, which is Medicare, right?
Yeah.
You can't just go out and willy-nilly promise this and do that.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you sell yourself?
How do I sell myself? Well, I just do what I think is the right thing for the consumer. That's
How
what
do
I
you reach the consumers? We know we do that on this show.
Some agents will do leads, mailers, and send out a whole load of mailers.
Just random, willy-nilly.
2 people 65 or maybe 64 and older. But that's apparently become less likely to happen, less cost effective as it was in the
Postage
past.
is expensive.
Yeah, but so there's also Facebook and Google campaigns and so on, which are expensive. But the way I do it I use the Walmart store, so I got people coming in from Walmart, and I go to food pantries. So I've got to know a whole lot of people from the food pantries, and I'm doing 2 today, for instance.
So you're working it.
Yeah,
You're out
yeah.
there.
I'm not using mailers or anything like that. I'm just meeting people and doing it that way. Yeah.
I would appreciate that more than I would getting a mailer and it's a glossy card or whatever that I have to throw away before I even start looking at it.
Correct.
Yeah, it costs
Yeah.
money to throw it away too.
Mhm.
No, I go with a newsletter, and I show people the newsletter because it's got some interesting stories in it about all sorts of things, and just a little bit about Medicare on the back of it, and then and that's how I start the conversation.
So you're communicating with the real people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's the feds doing? They're making some changes or have made some changes on
Well-
how you can market yourselves?
Yeah, what they're doing is they're saying that insurance carriers, certain insurance carriers, so no insurance carriers should be influencing sales by providing a marketing, an amount of marketing money to various agents to do mailers or to get sales, because by doing that it means that insurance carriers are probably influencing those agents to sell more of that type of plan, from that company than other companies. So that's basically what they've.
So the federal government's trying to keep it nice and even across the board.
Well,
Yes,
it sounds
yeah.
like they're also trying to give the individual provider choice versus having someone that's just simply, putting them one way or the other, steering them, let them choose,
Uh-huh.
which I think is how it
I
should
like
be.
that better.
Yeah, I do too.
So that's just one of the rule changes that are coming out. There's a lot more. Apparently, there's more rules that are changing, and we'll know more about those over the next couple of months or so. There's an 1,100-page document that I have not read about, or it might be 11,000-page document that I haven't read about what the rule changes are.
You can read that between now and the first of the year.
I'll let them tell me. I think.
War and peace on steroids, right?
Yeah.
Every time I can't get consistent results on the same meds when I go to the same pharmacy. Things change. It might be a few pennies here or a few pennies there, but there are certain changes. I notice it when I get my statement from Humana that there are slight variances in the charges for the same drugs. What's going on? You don't know about it.
I don't know that. Yeah, because I've noticed with my drugs, pretty much most of them are zero cost, so I don't
Sure,
see
you
it.
wouldn't
I
know.
don't see a
Okay.
change. You will get changes if you go from you're doing a co-payment and then you're swapping, and you've had so many drugs that you're now going into the donut hole. And so that will create a larger change. Like I had somebody call me last week. I was paying $45 now I'm having to pay $248. Why is that? I said, well, it's more than likely because your costs plus whatever the insurance company has paid and anybody else has now reached the $4,500 mark, and then you're entering into the donut hole where you've got to pay 25% of the cost of the drug, whether
Wow.
it's generic or brand name, and so that's what you're paying now. And that's what I was going to cover in the next portion of this, because that will change next year.
In what way? Good or bad?
Good. So what will happen is next year, instead of drugs being capped at $8,000, which it is this year, so the maximum you could pay on your MAPD or your standalone prescription drug plan is $8,000 this year. Next year it will be $2,000. So that's really going to help a lot of people.
$8,000 can be half of a lot of Social Security payments every month.
Yeah.
A lot of people's income.
Well, for someone like me that's on Humira, or on an expensive drug, let's say on an expensive drug, next year I will only have to pay $2,000 if I get it through the Medicare, through a Medicare Advantage plan or through a PDP plan. So that's really good. Now, where it may not be good is for people that are getting a low amount of drugs, maybe $500 or $300 worth of drugs, because somehow or other, certainly for the people that have a standalone prescription drug plan, I'm pretty certain that we're going to see those costs go up for those those drugs, and also the tiers are going to change for the type of drugs, medicines that you're on, so that it'll become more expensive, because the insurance companies have got to make at least make some money from the prescription drug plan to be able to provide it to a whole group of people. And the only way I can see that happening with the standalone prescription drug plans is for the tiers changes on the drug tiers and for the prices of the drugs to go up. But it will be capped at $2,000. So that's where maybe being on a Medicare Advantage plan will be better for somebody than having a standalone prescription drug plan and a supplement plan, for instance.
Wow. So I guess maybe drug companies would take a look at it. Well, this guy's only paying $300 and he could be paying as much as $2,000. Why don't we try to get that other $1,700 from you? Would they do that?
Yeah. That's more likely to happen with a PDP if you've got a standalone prescription drug plan than it is for the Advantage plans, because when somebody signs up for an Advantage plan, the insurance companies get paid plus minus $10,000 from the government in order to administer that per year, administer that insurance plan. So they've got more leeway as to what they can do, to cover those drug costs and so on with that $10,000.
It's going to be an interesting year financially speaking then next year, right?
Yeah, but at least I don't have to worry so much about my position with the expensive drugs, and that will be the same for other people. But there will still be patient assistance programs that you can apply for. I don't know how they will be affected by that. I had a meeting with Blue Cross about this 2 weeks ago, and I asked them about it, and they couldn't give me any answers on that. But they didn't think there'd be much change.
Well, beginning in October, this will probably become very important for a lot of folks who may or may not want to change their plans. I imagine that just the prescription part alone will be a big reason to either go with one or the other for a lot of folks, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And just because the provider X is offering this and provider Y is offering this doesn't mean that's going to be the same advantages for every client, right? In other words, X might not be the answer for everybody. Y might be the answer for some.
Yeah, because I imagine these insurance companies are all going to be trying to chop and change things, and there may be quite some differences this next year.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be busy beginning in October, aren't we?
Yeah.
Trying to figure this out. You are.
Yeah.
And that means we are too. So, okay, folks, that might be a good thing. And if you haven't paid attention, like most of us, many of us, to your Medicare plans, maybe your insurance plans, even if you don't have Medicare, but if you haven't paid any attention because it's just something that's always there, you might want to pay attention this coming year, and you might want to sit down with Peter and have a chat.
Yeah, I was in a home only a week and a half ago, and the couple had very little money, but they were just over the amount income where they could get extra help, and so they couldn't get extra help, but they were paying about $1,100 a month for their supplement plan, separate drug plan, and cost of medications on top of that.
Were they on Social Security?
Yes.
That ate up a chunk of their.
It ate up a chunk of it. Their son was having
That's
to help
ridiculous.
them, and it was it. So, and they were 76 and 80. That was their ages. So that's I think it was $679 of that was for the supplement plans for the two of them, and the rest was the drug plan, and only one of them had a drug plan. The other one couldn't afford it, and they were buying other drugs as well, and that was it came to $1,100 a month.
Were you able to help lower that at all?
At the moment they're going through. They're having. I'm going to be able to in October. Not
Okay,
now.
yeah, so
We're
they got to
going
tough it out
meet in
till then.
October.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you. You had talked about a little bit or mentioned in some of our information that, some carriers are now, because of things that are going on with insurances, that they're starting to cut out some of the items you can get like reimbursed for and stuff. Do you know what some of those items would be? You don't have to name the carrier, but what are some of the carriers cutting now?
Well, there's one carrier that was going to be reimbursing for shoes for hiking or shoes, athletic shoes, and that's no longer going to be able to be reimbursed, and also fishing poles and tents and so on. The idea was that would be help people become more active.
To be active, yes.
Yeah.
And I know who you're talking about because my brother got a letter. So,
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about. Wow.
Yeah.
What about for things like arthritis or neuropathy or whatever? I mean, special shoes are often required for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't have them now.
That's a medical.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to
a
go
medical.
shoeless.
Well, they said that if you're doing it for, so you do get special shoes for if you've got diabetes,
Mhm.
you can get those, and you have to pay 20% for those. So you can't. So you just have to pay 20% of the cost for those. So that will still be covered.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about neuropathy because a whole bunch
Yeah.
of people, including
Yeah.
somebody I
it
know,
too. Yeah.
got it.
Uh-huh.
Haven't had to get the new shoes yet because I'm waiting for an
Uh-huh.
appointment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Interesting.
A lot of changes coming up.
Hey, we won't see you for another month. So what can people look forward to between now and then?
Well, what can I look forward to? If you need to contact me, give me a call. 252. What's my new number? 675 4488.
4488.
Yeah, I just put it in my phone because I had Peter's old number.
So that's 252 675 4488.
And of course, you can go to his website, foxplans.com.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love that name. Yes.
Foxplans.com. And
And Peter will meet you anywhere.
yeah,
He can meet you, McDonald's, coffee shop, wherever.
Or your
So,
house, or
yeah,
we
he can
can
come to your house.
or
He
we can do it over the phone too.
Yeah.
It'll probably help about 40% of people over the phone.
Yeah.
So
so a lot of those over the phone, I would imagine, have something minor or have a few questions they're not sure of.
well, I sign them up over the phone. I
Oh,
have
do
a
you?
question.
Yeah.
I
He,
do.
he
do the
signed
whole
my
thing.
mom up
Yeah.
completely over the phone. Yeah.
Wow.
hmm
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to see Peter, just give him a call and make arrangements to meet somewhere and
Yeah.
chat. I wouldn't go to McDonald's at 12 o'clock. 2 o'clock might be a better time, or
True.
I think they're all in the drive-through line.
I've
I
done
think
it
he'll
at
be okay.
I've done it at 12 o'clock. It's been
Yeah.
okay.
Really?
Because they're all in the drive-through line, right?
Found a corner and yeah.
Yeah.
well, I won't be in any drive-through.
Yeah.
No.
Phew.
I found the Wendy's to be. I've started getting into Wendy's food now. That's really
Wendy's food is good. Yeah.
It is
the
good.
burgers are really
Yeah, if you
tasty.
get it fresh right off the grill. Oh,
Yeah. Wendy's has got good food. Yeah.
For you folks who want to go to some of the fast food restaurants, let me just give you a little hint, a brown hint, okay? If you order a burger that normally comes with like onions and you don't want onions, just tell them, I'd like to have that burger, no onions, hold the onions, or hold that pickle, whatever. They have to make it hot and make it right then for you.
Well,
They don't go over here
I hear
and
you.
grab it.
but you know the challenges I've had in the past, even trying to get a bun. So there's that.
You got the bun, but you got where's
no
the beef?
no burger. Then I've got no bun. It's just it's just sad. But we won't go there.
Well, if
It's a
all the
difficult case.
drive-throughs could be like Chick-fil-A's drive-through,
They got it going
they'll
on.
have it made.
Yeah.
They have a
rebuilding-
system.
They're rebuilding the
Seven-
one on Western.
Yes.
Seven Brothers has that same system, and it's awesome.
I haven't been there yet.
I need to tell you a drink to get well. I'll
You
tell you off
told
the air.
me.
Yeah.
Lord
no, I got
mercy.
another one,
Oh,
and it's a lemonade, and I need to tell you about that one.
okay.
It's like addiction for me now.
They need to buy some advertising.
I'm
When I
telling you.
when I first immigrated to here, when I first came here, I was spending $10 a day for food, and it would be cereal and for breakfast. It would be Chick-fil-A for lunch, which I can no longer do because I can't eat chicken any longer. But I loved that, and I'd have a $1 Hungry Man meal for supper.
Those
And
are
that was
good.
like $10.
Yes.
Those Hungry Man meals are good.
They
though,
are.
I have to say.
Yes.
Okay, that's a way to do it.
Heck yeah. Well, they're not.
So-
Look, you're not gonna pay $1 for them anymore.
With
just
turkey
saying.
and gravy with the stuffing and mashed
Yeah.
potatoes.
Don't
Oh,
do it,
yeah.
Lee. I'm hungry. My stomach's growling.
And some of them had those desserts and
Yes.
Yes,
so
those
you
little
could- yeah.
cobblers.
That's like the best part.
How did we get on this?
I don't know. Let's talk about food.
I'm going up there and make a grilled ham and
Hey,
cheese.
go there and make a
Maybe
sandwich.
one.
Bring us back one.
It takes me about 5 minutes to
We'll
make it.
cover for you. Go ahead.
Well, Peter, thank you very much for coming
Yes,
on
thank you
here.
as
Well,
always.
thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoyed being
And
here.
we'll see you next month.
Yep.
Right. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to you. You're live at local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. WSME. Weather is next.
Are we ready for a little fun? Yes. This is Rick Dees. I can't wait to meet you here this weekend. The weekly Top 40 Countdown is ready to go. Do we have some D's sleeves for everybody? Oh, yeah. We're going to go out on a limb with the weekly Top 40 Sure Shot. You can win huge prizes. The weekly Top 40 Countdown here this weekend. We'll see you.
The weekly Top 40 80s edition, Sunday night, 6 to 10 on Freedom 97.1. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro can save you money on your automobile insurance with new options that are available now. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you are in good hands, like helping you customize your auto, home, and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own Home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Save more money on your automobile insurance today with Tammy Fry Allstate. Phone 910-326-5383 today. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
If you are looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, they want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best in making your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand-selected, and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles, with extended warranties available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, or Terry. They will gladly answer all your questions about a particular model. Financing? Well, Zeke will finance most anybody. Great selection, great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends.
Call today, 910-355-7066.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's Live Local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey, the Marine forecast for this weekend brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. Why wait until an issue becomes a major problem? Preventative. That's a key part of your title in your business. Kelly, prevents serious problems from happening in the future. A lot of people don't think about it like that.
That's our goal.
Do it in advance. You know, it's kind of like doctors. You know, they like to give you stuff. That's the reason they give you checkups on a regular basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
To catch something, just in case something pops up in the previous 4 months or 6 months or a year.
Mm-hmm.
You do the same thing.
I do.
You offer it. So if somebody is feeling like they got an issue or whatever, come see you. Give me a call.
We even have clients that come into the office, professional clients that come in a lot of times just to vent, to keep the job stress from accumulating to the point where it is a problem. Yeah.
I think that's what we do in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
so we have people come in for a wide variety of reasons, trying to prevent things from escalating to the point where they become unmanageable.
Sometimes it's because the stuff at work is just reached a level they can't stand it anymore.
Sometimes it's coworker conflict, sometimes it's supervisor conflict, sometimes it's job stress, overwork, etc. Yeah, it depends.
You don't have to be military. You don't have to be a first responder. You know, you can work at the post office.
We got all
you can have
kinds.
issues there too, right?
We had a resident counselor in the back hall.
Really? No. Oh, okay. Maybe you should have.
Yeah.
The counselors at Community Prevention Services, they know about the stresses that so many of us face or have faced in the past. Those stresses you may not be experiencing them now, but there are things that trigger. They're called stressors, right?
Correct.
That can trigger something that has occurred in the past. And okay, oh Lord, I wish I had forgotten all about that. I thought I had.
Yeah.
But something happens. Somebody mentions something. An explosion goes off or whatever.
Happens a lot.
Amazing. Give them a call, 910-353-0972. Make an appointment. Community Prevention Services. They're there for you. Time for a consultation? Give them a call, 910-353-0972. Assistance is but a phone call away. Offshore today, westerly winds 15 to 20 knots. Got some gusts up to 25, a bit dicey. Becoming southwesterly 10 to 15 this afternoon, seas 4 to 6 feet. They'll come down this afternoon. That's good, a sign of a good weekend. 3 to 4 this afternoon. Near shore seas 3 to 4. 5-foot waves 7 seconds apart. They'll switch around to the south, and those waves will be 3 feet apart. 3-foot waves every 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers choppy, diminishing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. Tomorrow, northerly winds 5 to 10, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3. Sounds and rivers a light chop. And on Sunday, wrapping up the weekend, southwesterly winds 10 to 15, increasing to 15 to 20 in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy in the afternoon.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 91. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 64. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 89. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 65. Sunday, sunny, high of 94. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low of 68, with a 40% chance of some kind of precipitation. And on Monday, partly sunny, high of 89.
Yeah,
So-
Biden, of course, has been in Normandy. He's there.
Yes.
I don't know what day he's coming back. I ask him. I don't know that he will know because they don't tell these guys sometimes where they're going to
Right.
go. He's got his handlers. As president of the United States, a major ally during World War II, on the 80th anniversary of the D-Day invasion in 1944, that's why he's there. The war seemed to continue as a growing number of journalists continue to rag on Biden on his misspeaks, his state of confusion, and his awkwardness. There's nothing new for the media. Back to Gerald Ford. Reporters with their cameras, without missing a beat, blasted him every time he stumbled, coming down the ramp on the Air Force One, misspoke, or crossed his eyes. Ford could have been, in my opinion, one of our better leaders. Didn't have the chance. Not to be, because the media saw a normal man they could humiliate. And since these reporters, and I often use that descriptive term very loosely, can't dig below the surface to develop obvious elements of a good story, they'll go after low-hanging fruit that should be left to the political opposition. Just another of my opinions. I don't want to know if you concur. It's okay if you don't. You got your opinions. I've got mine. But I think sometimes the pressure that we put on our leaders can have a tremendous impact on how well or bad that they perform. Anybody disagree with that in here?
No.
No.
So it can be our fault that they're doing some of the things they're doing. Obviously, Biden has some cognitive issues. I'm sure that most people would agree with that. He says not. He claims his physician says not. I don't know that. I'll have to take his word at it that he's feeling fine about it. Sometimes those individuals are the last ones you want to ask how they're doing, because they're fine.
Yeah.
How you feeling? I'm fine. How are you feeling? I'm fine. How many times you lied?
A lot.
Oh, yes.
Every day. Not every day necessarily.
Not every
Well, some
day.
days you are feeling fine.
Yeah.
But, and then sometimes it's just not worth discussing it with somebody else because they don't really care. They just ask you to be polite.
Well, I'm the type too, even if I wasn't feeling good, I'm not one to share it. I just deal with it and go on.
Oh, I make up lies.
Oh, Lord, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, my right leg's about to fall off. How do you think I'm feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get first in line? I'm handicapped. Yeah, that's wrong.
kind of stuff. Well, we are to blame. The media is part of we.
Yes.
Not we in here. We are media, but we're not news media.
Well, we have our opinions. We've talked about
do.
how we think that his mental capacity is starting to diminish.
It is an issue. I totally agree. And I still going to go back to what I predicted back in 2020, that the Democrats had groomed Kamala Harris. That's the reason she dropped out of the presidential primary in 2020 or 2019. Forgot when she bailed out, probably 2020. And then I think they made a deal with her, knowing that Biden could get the election, perhaps could win.
Right.
Because none of the other people had the credentials, if you want to call it that, and the time and grade. They were that close. He was the vice president, had been the vice president. Why not use him? But we know he's not going to can't make it through 4 years. That's
Sure. Well,
in my opinion, that's what the DNC was thinking. So they said, well, we'll get this Kamala Harris girl, because she was ranking fairly high when she was running for the presidency. Fell off a bit and tumbled after she became vice president. But that was neither here nor there. The thought process was, okay, we'll let Biden hang in there for a couple of years, and then he can graciously bow out, and Kamala will be the president, and she can serve out the rest of his term and 2 more terms. And the Democrats will be in office for 12 years. That's the planning that they had. I mean, this is a conniving process. I agree, but I have no doubt that's the way they were working it. Now,
Well, yesterday,
What now?
actually watching this ceremony, You could tell Biden had a few moments of total confusion.
Yeah.
There's one point where he actually kind of dozed off during the ceremony, and you could see Jill over there kind of
He
poking
was resting
him.
his eyes.
Yeah, well, resting your eyes, okay.
I mean,
And
my wife has caught me in the movie theaters quite often doing that. When the movie was boring to me, then I would sit there, and she did say I snored one time, maybe twice, but
well, there was another instance where he just started bending over and stayed like that because he was
Waiting for his
confused
chair.
about when to sit down, and I guess was waiting for a cue. So, this is taking a toll on him.
I'm sorry, I'm the president. I'll sit down when I want to.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's
You'll
wrong
be
with
all
that?
over the news for sitting when you shouldn't have.
Well, I sat down when I needed to.
True.
Maybe
done
it's
that.
better than falling down.
And then you want to talk about VPs. Donald Trump's got his list out right now.
Yeah,
Marco Rubio,
Yeah,
Doug Burgum.
yeah. Was the
And-
governor of North Dakota?
Yes, North Dakota. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott is
My
still in
guy.
the running.
He's got back in there because
Yeah.
yesterday he only had 3. And
Yes.
Scott was not among them.
He's back in there.
Well,
Yeah.
these are the ones that were asked to that they are vetting now. And
Mhm.
Ohio Senator J.D. Vance.
Yeah, that's the other one.
And
Yes.
that North Dakota Governor
Yeah.
Doug Burgum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't know who
said that
guy
one.
is. Okay.
But you know what? This is terrible. I'm going to say the big issue I have with Doug Burgum is, do you remember when he was doing the debates with all the others?
I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah, he was on the debate stage.
I don't remember him.
Because he actually put in to run for president. And
know that.
yeah, it was
Everybody
just
did.
his eyebrows. It's like a one
Like
big,
a unibrow.
and that's all I could. Every time he
How do
spoke,
I
that's
not
all
know?
I
I gotta
saw.
look this guy up. How
Trim
do I
your
not know who he
eyebrows.
is? Hold on, I'm gonna.
Trim your eyebrows. I mean, it distracts me.
Here's what, if I was on the Republican making suggestions, I would not choose him. He's from North Dakota.
Right.
What kind of support does he have? 12 people and 50 buffalo.
Oh, he's got some.
Oh,
Pretty,
okay. Yikes
Yeah.
on bikes.
well, he's got some
Yeah.
pretty good creds. He was CEO of Microsoft,
Yeah.
and he had all this other.
That's not going to
you
get you
know,
elected.
But I bet he knows about the business.
He does.
I really can't say. I don't know much about him at all. I started
I ask
researching
you,
him a little
Donald
bit.
Trump is 77 years old.
Right.
If he's elected, he will be 81 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Biden is 81.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to compare their cognitive abilities,
Right.
but at 81 or 82, okay, what next? And would you not want to, on a lame duck term, such as with Trump, if he's elected, that he can't run again.
Right.
He's only had 1 term. So would you not want to find somebody extremely strong to be able to carry the torch?
And younger.
And young, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Strong and young and strong
Mhm.
to be able to carry the torch after he or she spends 4 years in that position as VP. Would not you want to do something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Biden has not done it. The Democrat National Committee, they have not got anybody to run if Biden is reelected.
Well,
There's nobody out there.
they still have to have the DNC
I
convention
understand that.
in, and I'm telling you right now,
You think they're not going to nominate him?
I think there's a possibility.
there's a possibility. I doubt that will happen. I'm sure they will, but there's always that possibility. And they could get up there and say, we don't want her as VP, and they could pick somebody else,
They
or
could do
somebody
that.
else could emerge.
Does not the president or the nominee pick his own VP?
True.
I thought
But,
so, but
but
who
look,
knows?
let's be
I understand
serious.
They,
like
the DNC picked Kamala Harris. In the beginning,
it's
so-
just like with
Well, I
all
doubt
these,
he picks his own cereal he eats. So, there's
with
that.
all these
Just
nominees
saying.
right now that they're vetting for VP for Trump, the RNC has got they give the list.
But Trump, that is laughable because Trump is hard to rein in on a good day. I guarantee this man already knows who he's going to pick, and he's just letting them all, flutter about doing their thing.
Well-
Because Trump doesn't listen to anybody.
He's going to let them do their thing, but he's going to, I think, judge
Yeah,
by the
it's going to be like The
poll,
Apprentice.
the poll reactions,
Yeah.
and everything else that's
Yeah.
going on.
That's-
They're campaigning.
Yeah.
They're posturing for the job.
But that's a good point because I think that if the polls drop dramatically right prior to the Democratic National Convention, it may be a reason why you might see them bring out another name.
You're talking about the Democrats.
Right. Because they
How much
feel
more
like
dramatically can they drop? I mean, come on now.
Well, you know, it's kind of like hurricanes. Sooner or later,
Yeah.
you can get into the Greek alphabet.
That's true. Well, we're about to get there now.
2 point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've
And
got
they-
a couple of things.
Yeah,
I do
you
wanna
go right
bring up.
ahead.
One, I want to commend Onslow County Schools for something.
I know what
So
you're going to say.
we had Milkgate Part 2
Okay.
occurred last Friday again. Brent Anderson, who's just an amazing good guy.
He's a nice guy, too.
Yes,
Great
known him
guy.
for a long time. Sent out another letter to parents, and my daughter and I were laughing about this because, you know, my grandson, he doesn't really drink milk, but they had milk, what I call Milkgate Part 2 occur. So they had more problems in the school cafeterias with milk that not spoiled or out of date, but, you know, kids were getting sick. So the school system finally decided last week to suspend all milk in the schools, all of it. So, you know, so from now on, school's out next Tuesday, but from last week, so all this week, water and juice only. Now, I propose that the Onslow County schools, I think they need a new milk distributor. They need to get their milk from wherever they were getting it. They need to get this
Give
is
each
second
school
time.
a cow.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
find
buy
a new
cows
place.
for-
Teach 'em
cow
how.
for each school.
Just find a new place to get your milk from. I think. I mean, that's kind of creepy. Especially that-
Something is going
yeah,
on with
it's
that milk.
weird. Yeah, so y'all might want to look into who your supplier is
Okay.
and
Is it the
change.
supply or is it the storage?
Oh,
What's it
No,
say?
they said the milk was stored properly and none of it was labeled out of date.
Something's
Yeah.
wrong because you haven't heard of a recall or
Nothing.
anything
Yeah.
for this
Creepy and
company.
weird. I say get a new.
Who's the company?
I don't know. Be
I know
nice
who
to
it used to be years ago, but
I don't know
it's
who it is
changed
now,
several
but
times, I'm
yeah.
sure. And how long have they had this company?
It's a good question too. Yeah,
Those are the questions.
yeah. So I
All right,
think,
reporters, do your job out
yeah,
there.
do it.
Don't,
And
don't make us do it for you.
And here's my second thing, and we talked about this off the air the other day, but a little more information has come to light. So off the air, Rayford and Lee and I were talking about in Georgia, this middle school teacher's assistant got fired. A kid went to her desk, and I don't know why this kid would have done this, and this is weird that it happened. But he took a drink out of her water bottle, and he thought it was soda. Turns out it was a bottle full of vodka.
Mm-hmm.
So he spit it out and went and told another teacher who went and investigated. And sure enough, so they called law enforcement, and the lady admitted that it was full of vodka. Now this is where it gets. Before I didn't have all the facts. Now I've got more. This is where it gets in. I call like foul on a lot of things. She claims she brought it to school accidentally. Okay.
Yeah,
I would have
okay.
possibly potentially bought that claim had I realized. So it was a bottle like, you and Lee have cups. It wasn't like a store-bought water bottle. Yeah,
Right.
it was that.
it was that.
And the kid felt like for whatever reason, he thought it was Mountain Dew. The problem is law enforcement was called, and the deputies came in, and at 1:15 in the afternoon,
She already
they
drunk.
breathalyzed her. She blew a .259, which is 3 times the legal limit.
To drive.
Yes. And she would be in the classroom all day. And that's why I say your assertion that you accidentally brought it, you would have tasted. Clearly, you were drinking this.
She
drink.
accidentally thought it was lemonade.
Come
Kelly.
on now.
Okay, did they do that? They didn't do a breathalyzer. They did that little field sobriety test.
No, they breathalyzed.
Yeah, they had
the
to.
breathalyzer machine.
Uh-huh.
Did they take her downtown to breathalyzer?
It just said they breathalyzed her at 1:15 p.m. and her blood
At the school?
alcohol at the school.
Okay, they don't bring a breathalyzer on location. They did an Alka-Sensor test on her. That's what they carry in their patrol cars.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But either way, it just says they gave her a breathalyzer test, which registered her blood alcohol level at .259.
Now, here's the situation.
They arrested her immediately.
Well, they
Yeah.
should. But here is also the situation. If you have not had a drink, period, all day long, and you see the deputies walking through the door or getting ready to walk through the door, and you take a drink, a swig of wine or anything else, you know you're going to have what they call mouth alcohol for up to 30 minutes, right?
Yes, but you're not going to have a .259, Rayford.
If you first take a drink, You got pure alcohol
Well,
that
yeah.
you're blowing into that machine.
But
Well, it should be 0 being she's at school.
Well, it should be, but if she
Right.
just took a drink, that
Right.
that would shoot the.
True, I know what you're
up.
saying.
I hear what
yes.
you're saying, but
It's still she had it in her system in a significant.
well, you
quantity.
could see based on her mugshot, her eyes are bloodshot and everything. This woman been drinking all day,
I would have
Yeah.
taken obviously another test.
and I'm willing to bet was she.
It's not the first time.
Not the
Personally,
first
I would,
time.
if I was law enforcement at that time, I personally would have gone down, search warrant, taken her to the hospital and taken a blood test.
Blood test, right?
Guaranteed
And-
that way. Too
and
many questions for this one in court.
more.
She looking for a new job, Kelly?
They fired her on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. She was also charged with a
Child
litany of
endangerment, I
charges.
hope.
They didn't yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if I wasn't coming.
Oh.
And especially now that the parents have gotten word. And they even charged her the other thing with public drunkenness.
That's an old charge.
I'm just saying. I think they threw the book at her.
Georgia? Okay.
It was Georgia. Yeah, I mean they're going to do their own thing.
Generally, is drunk and disruptive these days. Public drunk is kind of a thing of the past.
When I know we got to take a break. When we come back, I want to take a poll for the public and you guys. Listen, and I have a question for you. It's a poll question. Would you or would you not have done this? Okay. So let's
Okay.
take our break real quick. And don't we need to take a break?
Yeah, we do. But do you
Okay.
want to pose the question first so people
Well,
can start?
Well, let me give you.
responding?
Okay, let me give you the quick scenario. Some parents took their son. He graduated high school. They took him on a cruise to the Caribbean. Now you know when you go to cruises and you offload at Jamaica or Turks and Caicos or
Mhm.
wherever you go, they tell you will be this boat's leaving. Like you have to be back at the ship at 5:00 or whatever time they give you. Okay, they don't wait for you.
Nope.
I mean, people that don't cruise understand they don't. So the parents and they were on a port call and the boy said, the 18-year-old says, look, we got to get back. They told us we have to get back. And the mom just kind of shoot him away. They're bargaining and shopping at the open air markets. So he left them and went back to the boat.
Smart man. He's 18.
18 years old. And he said, and he told them, we have to follow their rules. And they're like, they just kind of blew him off. Well, the boat left them.
Yeah.
Took off without him. The mother got upset with this kid and said, they WhatsApped him. That's how they could reach him. And they want to know why he didn't get the boat to wait for them.
Because it doesn't happen.
And
I didn't have my gun.
And B, they got upset and said it was his fault that the boat didn't, because they had to fly to the next port
At their own
and
expense.
they are upset. And the parents are making him miserable. And he's asking, was I wrong?
No, he's
for
not wrong.
leaving them. So do y'all think this kid was wrong, or I would have left?
What
him?
would you have done?
Yeah, what would you have done?
910-333-0139. You're live in local Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Rainer. Stay tuned at 9 a.m. today on Sports Talk because Tom, crazy card guy, with co-hosts Chris Robertson and Ashley Mosley as we talk about the upcoming car show in Goldsboro and all things cards and collectibles. We'll also have our racing report, Wood Ducks report, and This Day in Sports, all on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds. Diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011 Bridges Street, Morehead City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only cover protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, Solitech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home that's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at WatkinsNewFloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2023 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it. Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods is now open, 149 Willis Parkway, just off Highway 17 North, right here in Jacksonville. Restaurants, food trucks, festival workers, party suppliers, vendors, government, schools, and families of all sizes stroll on down to Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods and save. They have a huge selection of large pots and pans, plasticware in many shapes and sizes, trays, including takeout trays. In addition, Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods has everyday grocery items, such as Atkinson breaders and mixers, sauces, puddings, and beans. So if you need to buy in bulk for the long haul or everyday grocery items, Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods will save you money. Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods, brand new, 149 Willis Parkway, 17 North, Jacksonville. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturdays. Phone 910-455-7800.
Chico's Tires, 2320 Highway is Jacksonville's oldest tire company, and now Jacksonville's newest tire company is Little Chico's, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard. Little Chico's carries all the major brands and all sizes, such as Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, and many others, and all new tires have warranty. In addition to a great selection of new tires, Little Chico's has used tires starting at only $30. And new and used tires, Little Chico's does brake service, minor auto and truck repair, and towing. So if you need tires, new or used, brake service, minor auto or truck repair, or if you need a tow, visit Jacksonville's newest tire store, Little Chico's, 1675 North Marine Boulevard. By phone, 910-333-0473 for Little Chico's Tire Service, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard, right here in Jacksonville.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control with traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Hack. Phone 910-353-4760.
The excitement of baseball has arrived in Jacksonville with the Jacksonville Ospreys summer collegiate baseball team. Playing their games in inaugural season at Jack Elliott Park in Jacksonville. Bring your family and friends. Catch the fun with games, promotions, and special events. Grab season passes, online tickets, and game times at JacksonvilleOspreys.com. Tickets just $10 at the gate. This summer, swing on over and score some fun with your own Jacksonville Ospreys.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.
Question. What happened to the... There it is. I think we had bumped.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. I don't... Not hearing us on echo.
Anyway, we're still live on.
We'll take care of it. Not a big deal. We're back. And then the question was, of course, about this kid, 18 years old. He's a kid to me.
Yeah.
He's a man in the real world.
Yes.
He and his family were on a cruise, and the family, everybody got off the boat. They were told to be back at the boat at whatever time it was because the boat will set sail.
Mm-hmm.
And 4,000 passengers on board. That's the way things are going to be.
He told the parents, and they're still shopping and bargaining.
One cruise I was on, I set my alarm, and we were back.
You have to be back.
About 35, 40 minutes early.
Yes.
Because that's the way it was.
Yeah.
We did it.
Mm-hmm.
He left them, got on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
They set sail. Mama was ticked off.
Very ticked off. And when she got back, the parents had to fly to the next port and then get back on the boat there. And the mom was upset with him.
Well, Mama had to get over. Kudos to him. He's an adult. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And he should be thanking him.
Privilege. They came off as being.
Because he saved them a ticket for him.
Yeah. They had to fly to the next destination, to the next point where the ship was going.
Yeah. And who knows how much that price was? I mean, I'm just saying.
Spur of the moment.
Yeah. It's last minute. I mean, it's not cheap.
I don't know whether it was an island hopper or what it was. Some of them are just,
right.
I don't know what island it was.
That's right. A cruise line gives you the schedule. They're not going to sit there and hold up their schedule for you to go shopping.
They're not going to inconvenience 4,000 people for you.
Exactly.
Never.
Well, kudos to the kid. And I'm sorry his parents are giving up such a hard time.
And they are. And he was like, did I do something wrong? And he posted this online and people are like, absolutely not. Almost everybody came to his defense. They're like, you did the right thing. Yeah.
Everyone should have.
Because, and he told them, I'm not going to inconvenience 3,998 people because 2 people can't understand what a schedule is. And that's what he said. And he's not wrong.
He's totally right.
Yeah.
He's totally right.
Good on this kid.
Okay, I like it.
I do too.
Up in Fredericksburg, they're looking for a 23-year-old woman. She's
she done?
accused of killing her roommates, 3 of them, inside their home.
Oh, my.
This is in Spotsylvania County. Tuesday, they said they got a call to conduct a welfare check at a home. And when they got there, about 10 o'clock in the evening, they found 2 men and a woman dead from apparent trauma to their upper body. That's all they say. Now, she's 23. Get this. These are the roommates. 77-year-old Robert McGuire, 60-year-old Gregory Powell, and 65-year-old Carol Reese. The 4 of them living there together.
Was she related to one of them, or?
They're still investigating. They were never able to gather enough evidence to Elisa Jane Variable as a suspect, but now the investigation is still in the early stages and detectives are pursuing additional leads, and now they're looking for her. She's facing 3 counts of second-degree murder and use of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
Oh, my. Wow. I'm starting to bet robbery was part of the deal.
Yeah, but she was a roommate.
Mhm.
She was, all 4 of them lived there together.
Maybe they had Amanda Knox. Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting case to unwind.
Yeah.
Is all I can tell
Oh,
you.
which
What
one?
the
I'll
evidence
have
comes
to
out.
watch this one when my other one's
I
done.
want to know how they know she did it. Or
Well,
why
she
they
was the only
suspect
one
she-
living.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. Okay, yeah, good
Process
point.
of
good point.
elimination.
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break for a few days.
Yep.
We'll be back on Monday. It's not a holiday, and even if it was, we'd still be here.
I won't be
Sports
here,
Talk
but
is
yeah.
next.
Sports Talk is coming up
Mhm.
right after the Fox News break, and sometime after the end of Sports Talk, during the 10 o'clock hour, another dose of the Daily D's with our buddy Rick. I still
That's
got to
right.
get him on the air here.
We do need him on here
He's
one
back
day.
on the eastern part of the country now.
Good.
So,
And
you know,
don't forget, Sunday is a home game for the Ospreys.
come on out.
Yeah,
Weather's looking pretty good.
5 p.m. They're playing Hope Mills Rockfish.
Hope Mills, what fish?
Rockfish.
Rockfish.
Their
picks up
games
these
tonight and tomorrow are away.
Right.
They'll
Yep.
be in Hope Mills tonight and Brunswick Saturday with those crazy surf and turfs. But please come out Sunday
Yeah,
to the
there you
game
go.
and support our Jacksonville Ospreys.
And don't forget the Big Rock tournament's kicking off. We got the Lady Wagner, the
Yep.
ladies edition over the weekend.
Yes,
And,
they drop the lines tomorrow morning.
That's a fun thing to be around. So
And then Monday.
and then Monday it's
9
off to the races.
a.m. Dropping those lines.
Lines in the water. The boats will leave sometime after midnight. Some of them,
You know I'll be
closer to
watching
midnight.
that one.
They can't drop anything in, but they'll be scouting out the areas. And we got big boats up there. The biggest one, I think, is at Michael Jordan's. I know he's
His
got
is an
80-footer.
80 foot.
I
I
haven't looked
think
at
there
the
was
rundown.
last year there was one that was bigger. But right now they have over 100 boats signed up. They're thinking that they'll have at least 200.
Wow.
Good Lord.
That's a lot of boats.
That's a lot of boats. Yeah.
And
That's a
what's
lot of
weird,
ships on the water, huh?
I saw this morning where on the Kelly Wagner, the
Mhm.
ladies angler tournament, where they have a grid that's already mapped out and they have to go to that grid to fish. Like,
Is that just
why?
for the ladies tournament?
That's just for the ladies.
Well, that's not fair.
They have an area. They said that's where you've got to go to catch the blue marlin. And I don't know. I thought it was kind of strange. I was going to ask you about that earlier.
Because generally they fish all the way up to Cape
Oh,
Hatteras.
sure they do.
Well, I don't
They
like
fish
that's
way
not
out.
fair. Just
Look,
saying.
don't sell these ladies short. Look at our Jacksonville girls construction team
There you go.
taking honors everywhere they go and beating out boys.
They do.
Construction team. So kudos to them.
Then we got the destruction team called the soccer team.
Yeah, the
They're
destruction
destroying
team.
the enemy.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you Monday morning. Have a great rest of the
weekend.
weekend, and we will see you then. We got some special guests next week, too. So we're going to ham it up at least one day. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. Have a good weekend.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.